Hi viewers, welcome back to another tutorial. In this video I will teach you guys how you can fix error establishing database connection in WordPress. So this error is very common for WordPress users. So once you come across this error, you should know the reason for this, and of course you should know how you can easily fix it as well. So first of all, let me talk about what the error database in connection means. This is caused by incorrect database information in your WordPress settings, corrupt database, and of course irresponsible database server. So a database is a software which makes it easy to store, organize, and retrieve data into other software. So that is actually what a database is. So as a content management system, WordPress uses a database to store all your content and other website data. So it then connects to the database each time someone visits your website, and this is done very fast. So now I'm going to talk about some of the things that WordPress needs in order to get your database running correctly. So the information that WordPress needs: one is your database name, number two, your database username, your database password, and of course your database server. So these four things are very important in order to keep your website on the internet. So this information I just named, they are stored in your WordPress configuration file, which is called the wp-config.php. so that is where your where this information are stored in your website hosting account. So whenever any of this information are incorrect, what you get is error establishing database connection in WordPress. So this actually means that WordPress could not connect to the database server, and you will see the error establishing database connection. Now let's take a look at how you can actually fix this error. Number one on the list is that you have to check your WordPress database credentials. So this is very important. So the most common reason for database connection error in WordPress is incorrect database credentials. So now if you have recently moved your website from one host to another, or from your host to a new host, this could actually be the reason for this, and you need to make sure that you check the credentials properly to find out the reason for this, and then you fix it. So your WordPress database credentials are stored in the wp-config.php file, like I said earlier, and this is the WordPress configuration file that contains important WordPress settings, including database information. So now once you open your wp config file, you have to go to edit, and then you edit the SQL settings to see things that you need to fill correctly in the file. So you need to make sure that the information for the database name, username, password, and database host is very correct. So you can confirm this information from your WordPress hosting account dashboard. So this can actually make it much easier for you. So now let's talk about the second thing you have to do is to check your database host information. So checking your database host information is very important. So if you are very sure that your database name, username, and password information is correct, then you may want to make sure that you are using the correct database host information, and of course name servers as well. So most WordPress hosting companies use localhost as their database host. However, if you are making use of managed WordPress hosting companies, they make use of servers to host a database. So what this implies that your database host information will not be local host. So you need to make sure that you have this in mind, because it is very important. So if you have done all of these and you are still experiencing this particular error, so the next thing that you need to do is to repair WordPress database. So you need to check your database carefully to find out if there is anything that needs to be fixed. So to repair your database you have to find out the particular error. For instance, something like one or more database tables are unavailable. So once you realize that one or more database tables are unavailable, you need to make sure you look for that particular tables and then you get it fixed. So you can get it fixed by repairing it, and you can use the wp-config.php to actually do that. Now you need to make sure you check if your database server is down. So once your database server is down, this can actually result to this error as well, which is our error establishing database connection. So if everything seems to be okay and WordPress cannot connect to database, it is very possible that your database server is down. That is, your SQL server may be down. So this could happen due to maybe heavy traffic or on your server, or your local host cannot actually handle the much traffic, especially if you are using shared hosting. So you might come across this error too many times if you have a lot of traffic coming to your website. So your site will get really slow when you have a lot of traffic, and this can result to error in database connection. So that's the more reason why it is advisable that whenever you create a website and it starts getting massive traffic, you need to make sure that you upgrade your hosting account to a much better plan that can handle your traffic. So it is very important that you do that. So other solutions that can also work, that works most time, is that you need to update your WordPress site URL. So this is very important as well. It can also go a long way in helping you fix this error. So another thing again is you need to reboot your web servers. So if you are on dedicated servers, local server and virtual private servers, you can reboot your servers from time to time to see if this error can be fixed. So another way again you can also fix this error is to contact customer support. So you can decide to contact support to ask them if they can help you fix the error. So once you are having this error, you can contact any of your hosting customer support and then tell them what you are facing so they can help you fix the error. So another way again you can also fix this error is by removing some unwanted plugins or themes from your website, and also always make sure that you check your website from time to time to scan and to make sure that there is no virus or malware in your website, because this can actually cause this error as well. So once you realize that your website is getting much traffic and you are on either a shared host or a very small hosting plan, you can as well try as much as possible to increase your hosting plan, because this can actually go a long way in helping you fix this error. So there is actually a limit to what shared hosting plan can carry or the load that they can accept. So it is very important that you use shared hosting if you are starting a new website. But once your website starts gaining traffic or start gaining ground, you need to make sure that you upgrade to a much better hosting plan. So this is very important. So guys, that's it for this video, and I believe by now you now know how to fix error establishing database connection in WordPress. And then we talked about things that can easily cause this error. We made mention of the first one we talked about was you should make sure that you check your server information, your credentials, to see if they are very correct. And we also talked about checking your database host information as well. So this is also very important. And we also made mention of repairing your database. So there are sometimes you just need to repair, and this can actually fix the error. I will make mention of you checking to see if your SQL database is down. So guys, If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to share this video with your friends so they can know how to fix this particular error in WordPress. I will see you guys again in my next tutorial. Have a wonderful day. Bye.